All right, this is Coach Ledbetter, and so what I'm doing is I'm going through Delta Math on our assignment. Our assignment this time is the attributes of quadratics. And so when you go in Delta Math, I want you to do these skills here. And so I'm gonna do a video on each of these skills to kind of show you in case you get lost. So the first one I'll do is parabola features, okay? So this is the first one. And so we're gonna kind of do this together. I'm gonna do a few of these and then we're going to close the video and start another video. All right, so this one says using the graph, determine the coordinates of the roots of the parabola. All right, so you got to know what roots means. Roots means the x-intercepts. Remember, a parabola is a U-shaped, it's U-shaped, it's usually a square or something. I don't mean square like a box, I'm talking about like x squared. All right, so it's wanting to know what is the coordinates of the roots. And if you notice, roots means x-intercept, like I said, and our line touches the x-axis twice. So we have two solutions here. This is a 2-point solution. So we're going to go here and we're going to hit 2 points. All right, so my first one touches right here at -3. So the x value is -3. My y value is 0. This one is 1, so it's going to be 1 and 0. All right, so those are the 2 points. So if I hit submit and go here, it shows me that my 2 points are -3, 0. Remember, when you're talking about roots or x-intercepts, the x-intercepts, y equals 0, and that's what it says here. So when you have the x-intercepts, your y is always going to be 0. All right, so we're going to do a couple more. These won't take very long to do. All right, this one wants to know the x-intercepts here. So again, it looks like it's touching twice. So I'm going to go touch 2 points, and then I'm going to say -5, 0, and 1, 0. Because that's the 2 spots it's touching. All right, hit submit, answer, and then we hit yes, you did it right. Yay, Mr. Ledbetter. All right, so let's do something different. All right, that's x-intercepts. We've already talked about x-intercepts. This one right here is the x-intercept again. We're trying to find somewhere there's different ones. This one's y-intercept. All right, so y-intercept. So we're looking for where our line touches the y-axis, and it looks like it touches it right here. I mean, that's my best vision. So the y-intercept is when x is 0. So we only have 1 point, because you only have 1 point, you don't have 2. If we were talking about the x-intercepts, we have 2 of them here. See how they're touching it twice? But y-intercept is only touching it once, and it's touching at 5. That's when y is 5. The x value at that point is 0. See, the number between -1 and 1 is 0. So it's 0, 5. So I'm going to put 0 and then 5. Ta-da! And so I got it right. So there it is. All right, so let's do the next one. Let's do another one. The vertex. The vertex is where our graph changes direction. So like it's at the peak or the lowest value it could be. And then this one's a max, because remember, it looks like it's going as high as it possibly can. Max is high, minimum is low. So we want to know what's this point here. And if you look, it goes 3 and then 4. All right, so our x value is 3 and our y value is 4. So it's 1 point. So we go up here to 1 point, and we're going to put 3 and we're going to put 4. Hit submit. Okay, see, and there it is. Our vertex is the very point, is a maximum. All right, so the maximum is there. All right, let's go on. Let's try to find a couple of other new ones, so that way if you see these, you understand what we're doing. X-intercepts, I think we pretty much will cover those. X-intercepts again, boy, they love these, so nobody should miss those. The roots means the same thing as what? X-intercepts, so it's the same thing, 2 and 4. Let's see here, x-intercepts. I know we got different, axis of symmetry. All right, so axis of symmetry is what we call the AOS in class. It is the line of symmetry, which you learned back in elementary school. So you're going to draw an imaginary line that goes right down the middle, splits this parabola into 2 halves. And if you draw an imaginary line, you look, it goes right through the vertex and it hits the x-axis at -6. So they're wanting to know the equation. So the equation, so we're going to have an equation, because it says you're going to give an equation. And since it touches the x-axis, if you draw a imaginary line to split this into 2, it'll touch the x-axis at -6. So x equals -6. See, and there's that imaginary line. We just kind of like, it's kind of nice that you can see it that way. All right, let's see. I know there's probably another one. Let's see if we can find one more. Y-intercept. I think we've, uh-oh, I don't know what it's doing. It's kind of like back to class. I don't know what happened here. It's trying to take me to Google Classroom. Let me get out of here. Okay, there we go. We're back. I don't know what happened. All right, so the y-intercept again, remember it's where our line touches the y-axis. It looks like it touches at 3, so we only have 1 point. And so it'd be, remember the x value will be that, the y would be 3. Okay, let's see. And I think that's about it on this thing. I'm going to scan through this just to make sure. There's the vertex. So the vertex you can see is here. And so we're going to go there. New problem, x-intercepts, axis of symmetry. Let's do one more axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry here, remember you want to draw a line that's going straight down, going through it. It looks like it's touching the x-axis at -3. So I'll say equation, and I'll say x equals -3. All right, there we go. All right. All right, that's the conclusion of parabola features. So you can see it right there. This is just the first video of many that I'm going to be doing.